Hey guys, just wanted to give you one more example for your day 3 notes on section 6.3. This is a pretty easy question, so I'd hate to see anybody get it wrong. It says, given the sine of angle theta is equal to negative 2/3. So you know what the sine of this angle is. It's that ratio. Now, again, I don't recognize this as one of my special ratios like 1/2 or √3/2, so I can't assume this is any of my special angles or anything that I would know by heart. But they're giving you a clue. They're telling you that angle theta is an angle in between pi and 3π/2 radians. So what quadrant does he land in? He lands in quadrant 3. So all you have to do, they want you to find the other 5 trigonometric functions, is draw yourself an angle that landed in quadrant 3, that landed in between pi and 3π/2 radians, okay? So give yourself an angle that landed in quadrant 3. All right, so again, if we would have found the sine or tangent or cosine of this angle, it's really the reference angle that we would have used. So this angle right here would have been theta, and then we would have worked what quadrant he landed in. So I can construct a right triangle right here, okay? Well, they are telling you that the sine of this angle is negative 2/3. Well, remember who the sine function is. He started as O/h and got redefined as a y coordinate over a radius. So label your triangle with that. So if this is angle theta, O/h, y/r would be 2 and then 3. And who gets the negative sign if I'm in quadrant 3? Well, remember, the radius was always positive, but this would have been a negative y coordinate. And then you can use Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, okay? So now a squared plus b squared equals c squared. They might use x's and y's in the book, but either way, because it's like an x coordinate, a y coordinate, and a radius, you could assume you might use x squared plus y squared equals radius squared, but it's still Pythagorean theorem. So negative 2 squared plus b squared equals 3 squared. That's 4 plus b squared equals 9. B squared equals 5, square root, b equals plus or minus √5. So this is √5. On a coordinate plane, would this have been a positive or negative value if you went left and then down for that point? This would have been a negative value, so you want to keep the negative √5. And now you have a triangle that you can find all of the other trig functions based off of. Well, the easiest one, if this is the sine of negative 2/3, then the cosecant of angle theta is his reciprocal, negative 3/2. And you can even check it. H/O would have been 3/-2. It's negative 3/2. All right, let's do cosine. The cosine of angle theta would have been A/H or X/R. It's negative √5/3. All right, well then his reciprocal, the secant of angle theta, just flip him over. It's negative 3/√5. Clean it up. And you get negative 3√5/5. And you could have gone back to your triangle and did H/A or R/X. All right, let's do tangent. The tangent of angle theta is equal to, we'll go to your triangle, tangent is O/A, or it's y/x. It's negative 2 over negative √5. Clean that up. Negative over a negative is positive. That's going to be 2√5/5. All right, and then the cotangent is his reciprocal, or go back and do your triangle and do A/O. All right, so now the cotangent of angle theta, it's easier to flip over the original one before I cleaned it up. That's negative √5/2, which is just positive √5/2. And now you have found all the other 5 trigonometric functions, okay? All right, good luck on your day 3 homework.